What's up, guys? Today we are going to be talking about the Backrooms. Ooh. But before we get into how spooky the Backrooms was, please make sure to like and subscribe and comment your thoughts down below on the movie, because I am curious to hear other people's opinions on this movie, because mine is certainly the opposite of a lot of people's opinions, I think. A lot of people seem to really like this movie, and I did not. So I saw this movie Thursday, opening night, so there wasn't really a lot of time for me to get super duper hyped. I think I saw the Rotten Tomatoes score was high, but I don't really listen to that. I'm also not like a Backrooms fanatic or anything. I think I saw the first short by Kane Parsons on YouTube just to see what all the fuss was about. But besides that, I don't really know much about it. Apparently there's like entities and levels and other stuff like that. Like I know like the squiggly guy, like the squiggly camera guy, I think. However, my girlfriend and the friend that I saw this with are both they know their stuff. They know their way around the back rooms. Let's just say that. And they both really didn't like it because they claimed it was unfaithful. However, I don't know anything about these guys. Also, before we get into what I'm going to say, I just want to preface I'm not normally the type of guy to say, like, oh, they should have done this, they should have done this. I like the film to do its own thing, and I don't really want to try and warp it too much, if that makes any sense. Because with these, like, Backrooms and, like, Five Nights at Freddy's, every fan has their own, like, interpretation of how they think it should go. So that's why I try to stay out of that. And if they change anything, I'm normally fine with it. I don't really see it as a huge flaw. It's like for Five Nights at Freddy's, if you want to see the lore exactly how it is, just play the games or read the books. I don't know that much about Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't think the books are really that accurate either. But like for the Backrooms, if you want to see it like super lore accurate, just play the Roblox games or something. But I did notice a pretty big change in this, in which you could enter the rooms like you don't just randomly spawn there. You have to actually enter the back rooms. And I could be wrong. Maybe that is in the original source material, but what made the back rooms super scary for me is you could just randomly just spawn there. And to me, that's what made the back rooms so interesting. The fact that you could just be going about your daily life. I think in the first short film, he was just filming like a skateboarding video, I think. But you could just enter there. It's just a glitch in reality, basically. And that's super scary to me. Like, I'm just going to enter in this super creepy space. Also, I know, like, in the short film there was a monster at the end. But in this film, it seems like there's, like, a monster everywhere. Like, there's the evil Captain Clark. There's, like, the other stuff. There's, like, that puppet thing. And then there's, like, people who are, like, not fully there, which is kind of like the Captain Clark thing. But my point is, there was a lot of like different types of monsters in this. And that's weird to me because I feel like the Backrooms is more psychological. I'm pretty sure for a lot of the media the Backrooms is in, there isn't even a monster. It's just someone like wandering around for most of it. And to me, that could be pretty scary. Like, okay, imagine this movie. The therapist and Captain Clark are like talking. Then boom, they both no clip, is that the word, into the back rooms, and Clark just slowly starts to go insane, and the therapist is just like, hey, stop it, you can't think that way, you can change yourself. And then that's kind of what makes Clark go insane. I feel like that would be a pretty good psychological horror film. And hell, you can just throw in the giant monster chase at the end for fun. Or have like Clark bond with it kind of like off camera. I don't know. But like away from the therapist. I feel like that would have been cool. And now let's get into one of the biggest problems I have with this film is that Captain Clark, he just goes freaking insane right away. He goes insane off camera, chat. And that gets into another point. A lot of people are saying, oh, this movie is slow pace. This movie is too fast paced, actually. There's barely any time to just sit with the creepiness and the ambiance of the backrooms before, oh no, a monster is chasing us. And also, I don't get what all the hype is. Like this, I don't get the hype, chat. There are a couple good sequences, yeah, sure, but like, for example, when there's the person kind of going down like the not the hill, but going down trying to find what's ever in that room, they have the rope attached to him, and then you just see like the two workers die. I don't care. I don't know either of them. If you put a gun to my head, I could not tell you either one of their names. How? I don't think I could tell you the therapist name. Is the therapist name Marie? I think it's an M name. Maris? No. So basically, it turns out the Backrooms remembers people, and Captain Clark's remembrance is like a super scary one for some reason, and like one that's kind of more intelligent than the others. I don't know why his remembering thing is more different than the others. The other ones just kind of just stand there and kind of do nothing. Captain Clark calls them furniture. I don't know why his one is different, but like I know they had a real actor play him, but he's also kind of just CGI. Like there's a bunch of CGI for him, and it kind of looks a bit goofy. Sorry, by the way, if you hear like a flying sound in the background. I think a wasp got into my room and is now stuck behind my blinds, and I'm too scared to get it out. Speaking of animals trapped in something, I did like the seagull being trapped in the background, not background, back rooms. I thought that was pretty cool. I thought that was a unique idea how animals get in there as well. The dinner scene I see a lot of people talking about, I don't know, I thought it was fine. Captain Clark just got way too insane way too quickly, so it's just like, oh, he's insane now. And then he made her wear the hair. Oh wow, this is so crazy, guys. Yes, Captain Clark is going a bit cuckoo, guys. Like, okay. I thought the grief thing might have been interesting. They didn't really develop. They just made him crazy. He went from being like kind of a complex character into just a one note, just oh he's the bad guy, and then he gets eaten by the monster. Is there something I'm missing? Like I like the score in this. I thought the score was cool. I also like the directing. I think there's a lot of cool shots. The set design, very well done. Good job. I just didn't really like the script. The characters didn't really talk how humans talked. In the end, they give the therapist this huge moment when she destroys the two hands in the concrete, and it's like maybe we would have cared if we would have gotten a bit more of her backstory. There's also just scenes of narration, like in the beginning, the therapist basically tells us exactly what's going on with Clark. Like cool. Like what am I missing here, chat? Like I thought the directing was good, set design good, score good. What else am I missing? This movie needed to slow down and take a breath because I felt like it was trying to do way too many things all at once, and it didn't really even end in a satisfying way. Like remember in Stranger Things season 1 when like Joyce and Hopper got like captured by the government, and then they're just like, we know you're hiding something. Imagine if Stranger Things just ended on that. Actually, it would have been better than the finale, okay? Yeah, this is just a personal preference, but I don't really like it when they bring like the government, or I guess it's like a company, I guess, but like I don't like when they bring like the company trying to investigate the mysterious stuff. I don't know. Like I think it could be done in an interesting way, but I don't know. It wasn't really done in an interesting way. Like I don't totally dismiss movies when it's just like company discovering new portal, but like it's been done 50 times before. Please do something new with it. Anyway, guys, please don't hate me in the comments. Maybe I just am wrong about this. But thank you so much for watching. Please have a great day and like and subscribe because maybe there's going to be other opinions that you agree with.